And hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the next Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, Thor Ragnarok, or aka Thor 3. Now, I've got to say right off the bat, I really like this movie a lot. This movie was very surprisingly different from what the other two movies are, but in a fun, action-packed way. Plus, added hope to it, so it made everything great. I really like this movie a lot for a couple of reasons, and let's start with the tone of the movie. This movie, remember how when Guardians of the Galaxy first came out, we saw the colors and how different it was, and tone wise, compared with to the first Avenger, or maybe the first Iron Man was, and this one is more colorful, like how can I say, like in the 60s styles, like, colorful way, and how and the hippies used to be like, oh, this whole world is trippy, that other stuff. It was kind of like that. It was a trippy movie. That's what I'm going to say what this movie was. And it was a good thing, because I really liked the way that this movie was handled. I mean, yeah, sure. So does that mean that the space universe, Guardians, and Thor universe is all colorful? Who knows? Because this one takes place way out there, like really way out there. But basically the story of this movie is obviously an evil comes back and threatens Asgard's destruction, and her name is Hela. And played by Kate Blanchett, by the way, and brilliant. Kate Blanchett to me is one of the best actors who's ever played villains, because she literally hit it out of the park with this one. She was great. I loved her in this movie. She was evil. She was a genius in a way, the way that she was literally everything you want in a villain, and yet she had no henchmen. That's all I'm gonna say. She had no henchmen in this movie, and she did everything herself, and she was just a badass. She had like maybe one, but I'm not gonna count that. But anyway, back to the story, and the way that she acted, and the way that she had her demands, and she put fear not only in Thor but also Loki and the rest of Asgard. Yeah, pretty much she's the best villain so far that we have seen besides Loki. Okay, she was great. I really liked her. Then we had Tessa Thompson, who played Valkyrie. If you know who Tessa Thompson is, she was also in the Creed movies. Brilliant. She was great. So she plays this Valkyrie. Valkyries are supposed to be like kind of like the Amazons, but of Asgard, where they are the warriors, and they will be the ones. They're like the last line of defense for Asgard, but she's like the last one in her kind. So she helps Thor to do what she has to do what he has to do to stop Hela. And then we have the Hulk. We finally find out why the Hulk is where he's at. I don't want to spoil it, but when you see it, you're like, oh, okay. And I tell you, this movie was funny as well. I mean, it wasn't like gun-busting funny to me, but it was just funny. I laughed at a lot of parts. I didn't expect to laugh in certain parts of this movie, and it was just great. And there were certain things in this movie I didn't expect to happen. Like, for instance, besides Hulk and Thor, there's another Avenger in here. I'm not going to say who it is, but that hero was awesome in that. He had a small role, but yeah, he was great. What else? Yeah, the way they tell the backstory of Hela was also great. I didn't expect them to do that, because her new backstory is kind of new and more fresher than what it used to be. So I was like expecting they're gonna go with the old backstory with her. Nope. It kind of flipped on us, so I was like, wow, that's like, wow, I didn't expect that to happen. And then just seeing Thor not only dealing with, obviously, if you never saw the trailer, spoiler for the trailer, but it's in the trailer, he loses his hammer, he loses that weapon of his, and then he has to figure out, how am I going to beat Hela without my hammer? Hammer is like me, it's like Captain America if he lost his shield. How is he supposed to be Captain America, Kind of like that. So he's got to find himself and basically try to take her down. And same thing, he has the Hulk on his side. It was just great. I mean, like from start to finish, I really really like this movie a lot. I was gonna do my review as soon as I got home because I think I gave it a low score, only because there were certain things I was looking at. But then I went back and think about it. I'm gonna give it a little bit higher score than ever. But before I get to that, I'll have to talk about some problems about this movie. I really wish they didn't. I mean, he's in the trailer, so spoiler. We see Bruce Banner. We get that he's in the movie. I mean, I really wish in the trailers it didn't focus so much that he was in the movie as much as Hulk is. But he's not. He's only in a couple of moments, but he was good. Obviously for me personally, but I wish Jane, aka Natalie Portman, was in this movie. But you know what? Whatever. I'm used to it. Whatever. It's not gonna happen. Maybe by the next one, hopefully she can come back. But honestly, I don't know. Hold on. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much the only other negative I have. And also, if I had another negative, I wish a certain character was in, they kind of teased that this character was in it a lot, and he kind of wasn't. But I'm not going to say who it was because... And it's not an Avenger. I'm just saying that. He's not an Avenger. He's another important character, which I thought, because there were so many pictures of him leaked, that I was like, okay, he's going to be in this movie as much as they can. I mean, they probably just cut him out, probably, but you know what? That's kind of a negative for me because honestly, I mean, they wouldn't have leaked those pictures out of him if he's not going to be in the movie that often, but what can you do? But I still enjoyed this movie really, really a lot. Is it my favorite Thor movie? It's actually my second favorite Thor movie. I put this number 2, and then I still put Thor the Dark World a little bit more. Even though I love the villain here more than the Dark World villain, but I still like that one more. And no, it's not because of Natalie Portman, but still, I like that movie a lot more because it gave us more information about certain things. And in this one, I felt like they kind of, I don't want to say rushed, but it wasn't really, I kind of feel like they just like, they explain things too fast, certain things, and then, you have to go back and watch the first one out to make it more sense. It was, certain moments to me kind of confused me. Not really it confused me, but more like, gave me more questions than answers. But when you watch it, you understand. And let me know what you guys thought about it too. So I'm going to give this movie 85% out of 100. I really like this movie a lot. And I think it's a great Marvel movie. I mean, Spider-Man is still my favorite Marvel movie right now. Not counting Logan because that's X-Men. But that's number 1 anyway. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it if you've seen it. And what do you thought about Thor Ragnarok? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? That's cool. Let me know. Thank you very much and have a good day.